Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, write a Java program for searching a letter in the given string text. Let me answer this question with practical demonstration. So for that, I'll switch to Eclipse IDE. Here in under one of the package, I'll create a class search for a letter demo, some random name I'm giving for this particular class. With main method I'll create. Inside the main method, I'm going to write the logic. Here, I'm going to give the string text. String str is equal to, I'll just give my name is Arun Motori as the text. Okay. Or if I want to give I love Java programming. Okay. Like this, I give the text. So in this, now I would like to collect the input from the user. Okay, the user has to enter the letter that he or she want to search in this particular string text. For that, I'll create an object for the scanner class. Scanner is equal to new scanner. And here I'll write system.in as an input. Okay. So Control Shift O, scanner will be imported from java.util package here. And after that, I'll simply write down scanner.next line. Okay, next line. It will collect the string input from the user. So for the user to understand that he has to enter a letter, I'll just write a print statement. During the runtime, this print statement will be displayed to the user while the program is running, and based on this print statement, the user will try to input the letter into the letter that need to be searched in this particular string text. So here, enter any letter. Okay, enter any letter, I'll say. Here, next line will collect the string input from the user, string user input. In the user input, whatever the input the user has given in the form of a letter, how to find out? User input dot char it of 0th index. And the 0th index, no matter if the user enters multiple words or sentences also, it will take only the first letter, okay, first character as an letter. Okay, so char 0 means the first letter will be taken as an input, and here string letter. Okay, this is the letter we have to search in this particular string text. This is the letter caret. What is caret? Cannot convert from char to string it. Okay, sorry, here char should be there. Okay, sorry. Okay, the return type of the caret is char. It is a single character, right? This single character I have to search in this particular string text whether the user entered letter is found in this particular string text. Yes or no, we have to find. So yeah, so I'll do one thing. I'll just write down str dot index of this particular character letter. Okay, character letter I'll give. If this particular index of this will return the integer as a int. Okay, int some n I'll say. Okay, some n. This will become -1 if the letter given by the user is not found in the string text. Then n will be -1. The index of method will return -1 here. But what if that particular letter is found in this particular string text? In that case, it will get the index of that particular letter. Okay. So here I'll simply write the logic. If n is not equal to -1, then write down system.out.println. Okay. Letter, this particular letter entered by the user is found at the index. At which index it is found? Whether it is found or not, at the index n. This particular index n. Else system.out.println letter not found in the string text. Okay, in the string text letter is not found. Okay, like that I have to write the logic is. Finally, once the task is the next line task of intaking the input from the user is completed, you just write down scanner dot close. Okay, once the task is done, you just say scanner dot close as a good practice to avoid the memory leak and to help the garbage collector in cleaning this particular memory allocated to the scanner in a faster way. we have to write scanner.close here as a best practice. Now run the program and see whether whatever we thought is happening or not. My name is Arun Motor. I love Java programming is there. When I run the code, it will ask the user to enter any letter. For example, if I enter X here, I don't know whether X is available in this. Press enter, letter not found in the string text. This X letter is not found in the string text. That means -1 came here, -1 not equal to -1 is false. It will go to the else block and it will print letter not found in the given string text. What if I give a particular letter that is there, my name, A is there. Let's say I'll give A here. Letter A is found at the index 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Letter A is found at the index 4 is coming. You see, this is a program you have to write, guys. Okay. For searching for a letter in the given string text. So hope guys you got the answer for this question. Now, if you want to practice this program by yourself, you can take a screenshot of this code, guys. Okay. I'll just be there here. Hope you have taken the screenshot for this particular code. Okay, so with practical demonstration and explanation, okay, I have answered this Java interview question where we have searched for a letter in the string text. Okay, here is the program, guys. I'll also putting this program in the notes. Okay, you can take it also from the notes. Apart from the screenshot, you can also take this program from the notes. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, write a Java program for sorting an array. Let me answer this question with practical demonstration. There are multiple ways of sorting the numbers in the array by writing a Java program. Okay, I'm going to explain you two ways using which you can sort the numbers inside an array in the Java. Okay, the first way is by using a predefined static method of arrays class, arrays.sort method. The second way is by using the bubble sort algorithm. Okay, so in the interviews, if you go with a normal static predefined method like sort method and do that, okay, it may not impress the interviewer. But as an additional stuff, apart from the bubble sort algorithm, you can also demonstrate sort predefined static method of the arrays class to sort the numbers in the array, which is the simplest way. You can say that this is the simplest way. Apart from that, if now to prove my logic, my logical skills, I want to write a bubble sort algorithm, okay, to sort the numbers in the array. You have to mention the context, okay. If I want the simplest way, I can simply use the sort predefined static method of the arrays class. If I want, I want to prove my logical skill, so I'll also demonstrate the sorting of numbers in the array by using or implementing the bubble sort algorithm. You have to mention, okay. If you mention like this and explain or write the programs, okay, for sorting the numbers in the array, the interviewer will definitely get impressed. So without any delay, let's move on to the practical demonstration. For practical demonstration, here, I'll just create a new class. Just create a new class, guys. Just create a new class. Array sort demo 1. Okay, array sort demo 1 with main method, some random class name I'm giving. With main method I created. First, I will show you the simplest way, guys. Okay, the simplest way. If there are some predefined static methods and we can use them to sort the numbers in the array, who don't want to use them? Okay, before you write the program in real time also, you don't have to write the bubble sort algorithm every time to sort the numbers in the array, right? You can simply use this predefined static method of the arrays class to sort the numbers in the array, okay, in ascending order, etc. But if you want to prove your logical skills, program writing skills in the interviews, then you have to go for the bubble sort algorithm. So by mentioning that context, you explain this answer for this question by writing these two programs. Okay, the interviewer will definitely get impressed. Integer array AR is equal to, I'll just give some list of values like 9, 5, 1, 7, 6, 2, 0, 3, 4, okay, 8. Like this, some numbers I gave, guys. Some numbers I gave. I want to sort these numbers. Before sorting these numbers, if I want to print this array, what is the best way to print the array numbers? You have to use arrays predefined class and call a method known as toString method. in the toString method, you have to pass this name of the array and run the code before sorting the elements in the or numbers in the array. Okay, how the array is looking like, we can see here 9517, exactly same order, 9517 620348 620348. Now I would like to sort. For sorting, we have to use arrays predefined class, and it has a predefined static method known as sort method. To this sort method, you have to pass the array name. Okay, and the sort method will sort the numbers in the array. And now after this sort method is applied to the array, if you print out the array the same way, arrays.toString of AR, if you write like this and run the code, the next 15th line, when the 15th line runs, you will see the array printed in sorted order, okay, of the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3. You see here 9517 is there. Here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is there. Okay, so this is the one way of sorting the array elements. Okay, this is a one way of sorting the array elements. So apart from this, we also have another way where to prove your programming logical skills or programming writing skills in the interviews, you may go with this process. Though simplest way is available, but still, if you want to impress the interviewer by mentioning that this is the simplest way, but I can also write bubble sort algorithm, like that, you have to take the control and write the code here. Okay, sort demo 2, I'll say some random name, click on finish. This time I'm going to write the bubble sort algorithm to get the same output, that is sorting of the things. Integer array AR is equal to semicolon here, give list of numbers here 9, 5, 1, 7, 6, 0, 2, 3, okay, 8, 4. Okay, like that I gave some numbers. Now I would like to sort this. How to sort this with the help of bubble sort algorithm? So first of all, just go here. What happens in the bubble sort algorithm, I have to explain first. Okay, whenever I have to explain this, I'll just copy this, guys. Okay, I'll just copy this list of numbers in the array. Okay, so here I'll just paste it here. I'll just paste the array elements here. So you see how many elements are there? First of all, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total 10 elements are there. So here there will be, how many iterations will be there here? There will be 9 iterations, guys. Okay, there will be 9 iterations. If there are 10 elements, 10 minus 1 is 9 iterations. So 9 iterations will happen. This is a first iteration, guys. Whatever you are seeing on the screen is a first iteration. The first iteration, what is happening? 9 and 5 will be compared. Okay, the first two numbers are getting, two adjacent numbers are getting compared. Since 9 is greater than 5, they will swap their positions in the first iteration. So otherwise, I will not disturb this one. This is the original one. I'll just copy here so that this is the original one. This is where the iterations are happening. The first iteration, what is happening? 9 will be compared with 5, and 5 will go here and 9 will go here. It will not stop there. Again, this second and third number, adjacent numbers will be compared. Here 9 is greater than 1. So 1 will come here, 9 will come here. Then 9 and 7 will be compared. Here 7 will come here. They will be swapping their positions. Okay, simply they are swapping. Here's 9 and 6. 9 is greater than 6. So 6 will come here, 9 will come here. Then 9 and 0. 0 will come here, 9 will go here. Then 9 and 2. 2 will come here and 9 will go here. Then 9 and 3. 3 will come here and 9 will go here. Then 9 and 8. 8 is less. So 8 will come to the left side, 9 will go to the right side. 9 and 4 finally. 4 will come to the left side, 9 will go to the right side. And as a result of this, a bubble got created. This is a bubble, guys. The biggest number is a bubble. Okay, in the next iteration, this is the first iteration, guys, where 9 is the largest number, is created as a bubble onto the right side. In the next iteration, this 9 will not be considered. Okay, this 9 will not be considered in the next iteration, guys. Okay, only these numbers will be compared. In the next iteration, these first two numbers, 5, 1, 5 is greater than 1, so 1 will come here, 5 will come here. 5 and 7, 5 is less than 7, so they'll not swap. 7 and 6, 7 is greater than 6, so 6 will come here and 7 will come here. 7 and 0, 7 is greater than 0, so 0 will come here and 7 will come here. Okay, 7, 2, 2 is less than 7, so 2 will come here and 7 is greater than here. 7, 3, 3 will come here and 7 will come here. 7 will come here. Then 7 and 8, same positions. 8, 4, 4 will come here and 8 will come here. Which is the largest number here? 9. 8. Okay, so what will happen here is hyphen. Okay, 9 will be there. Okay, copy this. This time another number is popped out as a bubble here. Now these things will be compared. Okay, these numbers will be compared. Earlier 84 was there, then 9 came out. Then this time, okay, remaining numbers are there. Remaining numbers will be there. So which number will come out? Let's see. Okay. So 1, 5, no changes. 5, 6, no changes. 6, 0, changes. 0 is less, so it will come to the left side, and 6 will go to the right side. 6, 2, 2 will come to the left side. 6 will go to the right side. 6, 3, 3 will go to the left side. 6 will go to the right side. 6 and 7, no changes. 7, 4, 4 will go to the left side. 7 will go to the right side. Now 7 become the another bubble here. So 7 will take this position, guys. Okay. Before the next iteration, 7 will go here, and remaining elements are this one. Now copy this and paste it here. Now in the next total 9 iterations, total 10 elements are there, right? First iteration, second iteration, third iteration, fourth iteration, total 9 iterations will happen. You can see that 1, 5, no changes. 5, 0, changes. 0 will come to the left side. 5 will go to the right side. 5, 2, 2 will come to the left side. 5 will go to the right side. 5, 3, 3 will come to the left side. 5 will go to the right side. 5, 6, no changes. 6, 4, 4 will come to the left side. 6 will go to the right side. Now we got one more bubble here, that is 6. We got the bubble as 6. 6 will go here. Okay, that's it. Now copy this. Fifth iteration. We are going to the fifth iteration, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the fifth iteration, 1, 0. 0 will come to the left side. 1 will go to the right side. 1, 2, no changes. 2, 3, no changes. 3, 5, no changes. 5, 4. 4 will come to the left side. 5 will go to the right side. So 5 is the next bubble here. 5 will come here, comma. Okay, like this. Now copy this. Now sixth iteration. Sixth iteration will go on where these bubbles will not be compared anymore. Once they form the bubbles, right? The comparison for the bubbles will not happen. Already the largest numbers that are there are going to the right side. Once they form as the bubbles, right? That's why this is called as bubble sort algorithm. Once the bubbles are sorted here, the remaining elements or numbers or elements of the array only will be compared and swapped. Okay, 0, 1, no changes. 1, 2, no changes. 2, 3, no changes. 3, 4, no changes. So 4 is formed as a bubble here. That's it, done. The next one here, 0, 1, no changes. 1, 2, no changes. 2, 3, no changes. 3 is the next bubble. 3 will be going to this side, and remaining elements are left out here. Then copy this. Here 0, 1, 1, 2, no changes. 2 will become the next bubble. Then last iteration, because only 2 numbers are there to compare between each other, 0 and 1. So, okay. 0 and 1. So copy this. 0, 1. And here 0, 1 will be compared, and 1 is the biggest, largest. So it will come here and sorted here. So there is no need to go with another iteration because only one number is there. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 will be sorted here. How many iterations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 9 iterations. There are 10 elements. It will be 9 iterations. Okay. And the last element, already bubbled sorted element should not be compared. Okay, during the process. These are the rules. Or to implement this in the bubble sort algorithm, I'll write the for loop for int I is equal to 0, I less than AR dot length, size of the array, that is 10, minus 1 I'll say. Why I'm saying minus 1, I'll tell you. Starting from 0 to AR dot length is 10, minus 1 is 9, I less than 9 is up to 8, 0 to 8. That means 9 iterations. 0 to 8 means 9 iterations. That's why we have to write the logic like this. This external for loop, this particular for loop should iterate how many times? 9 times. Okay, 0 to 8 means 0 to index 0 to index 8 means 9 times. So it will be satisfied. That's why we have to give minus 1 there. Okay, so this is the logic we have to write. 9 iterations we have to iterate. Starting from the index 0 to that, we have to do that. And internally, I'll write one more for loop. Int j is equal to 0, j less than AR dot length minus 1, same thing, minus I, extra minus I will be there here. Why? Because after every iteration, one of the element will be bubble sorted, and the bubbles sorted number will not be compared with these numbers, adjacent numbers. Okay. To avoid that, in the first iteration, the value of I will be 0. So it will be minus 0 only. In the second iteration, one of the element will be bubble sorted. So minus 1, I'll say, because the last number should not be compared with adjacent numbers. So that's the reason. Okay. J plus plus j plus plus, and here what I have to do, guys, every iteration I have to compare the adjacent numbers. Okay, adjacent numbers I have to compare. In every iteration I have to keep comparing the adjacent number till we reach the end, except the bubble sorted numbers. Okay, AR of, if AR of array of j is greater than AR of j plus plus, next number, if the AR of j is greater than AR of j plus plus, then I have to swap. I have to swap the numbers. Okay, the biggest number has to go to the right side and smallest number has to go to the left side. That's what we are doing here. Okay, with this logic, here I'll write down in swapping. How to do the swapping? Int temp is equal to AR of, okay, int temp is equal to, we have to swap the number, so j, let's say j, then AR of j is equal to AR of j plus 1, then AR of j plus 1 is equal to temp. This will swap these two numbers in the AR of j and AR of j plus 1 when this particular condition is satisfied. Otherwise, if the condition is not satisfied, they will not swap the number. Simple. Okay. Now, after doing all this stuff, right, what happens at the end of the for loop? At the end of the for loop, all the elements in the array will be sorted. Okay. Using this is a bubble sort algorithm, guys. System.out.println, system.out.println, and if I print out the arrays dot toString of AR, if I print like this, right click, run as Java application, observe that the array elements got sorted here. Original array is like 95176023884, but here you see after applying the bubble sort algorithm 01234567889. Okay, so these are the two logics, guys, we have to write. So I'll just copy this code. You can take a screenshot, guys, if you want. You can take a screenshot of this code and practice in your machine. Hope you have taken the screenshot of this first way, and I'll come here. I'll just write down way 1. I'll write the code here. Okay, then the second way, the notes also it will be there. The code will be there in the notes also. Okay, you can take it from there. And second way is like this. Second way is using the bubble sort algorithm. You can take a screenshot if you want. If you want, you can just give me a second. You can take a screenshot if you want now. Yeah. Hope that you have taken the screenshot. I'm just copying this code and also providing this as part of the notes. Way 2. These are the notes. Done. Fine. So these are the multiple ways of sorting the elements inside an array. Okay, the elements inside an array in Java programs. Okay, by using the predefined method, sort predefined method of static predefined method of the arrays class, or by using the bubble sort algorithm, we can sort the elements inside the array. There may be other ways also, but these are the general major ways that people use in real time. So hope, guys, you got the answer for this question with practical demonstration. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye. Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, what are the ways to throw exceptions in Java? Let me answer this question with practical demonstration. In Java programming, while running the programs, there may be some kind of undesirable or unwanted conditions or situations will arise. In such kind of situations, we can throw the exceptions with the help of the throw keyword. Okay, we can decide to throw an exception when undesirable condition or situation occurs in the Java programs. Okay, either we can throw user defined exceptions by creating your own exception classes, and you can throw the objects of that exception classes, user defined exception classes, or you can throw the exception classes that are already there in the Java library, that is predefined exception class objects also you can throw using the throw keyword based on some unwanted or unexpected or undesirable kind of situations that generally arise when you run the Java programs during the runtime. Okay, you can decide to throw the exceptions, either predefined exception classes you can throw, okay, exception class exceptions you can throw, or user defined exception classes kind of exceptions you can throw. It's up to you. Okay, so in this session, as an answer for this question, for making you guys understand the answer for this particular question in a better way, I'm going to demonstrate this in a practical way now, so that you'll get the answer, you'll understand the answer for this question in a better way. Okay, for that I'll switch to Eclipse IDE here in one of the project. Under one of the package, I'll create a class. I'll just name this class as sample class, say sample1, with main method. Now here I'm going to write some program, guys, where I'm going to collect the input from the user. Scanner is equal to new scanner, like this. I'm going to collect some input from the user while the program is running. I want to collect some input from the user. That is, I would like to collect the age of the user. Okay, while running the program, I would like to collect the age of the user. Okay, over the mouse on this and import this from scanner. Import this from java.util package. Okay, import this scanner class from java.util package. After that, you just display some helpful message for the user. Enter your age. Okay, that particular, by looking at this particular text in the output console while the program is running, user will try to enter some age in the form of a integer number. So if I write next int here, this particular next int method of the scanner class will collect the integer input from the user. Okay, that will store into the age variable. Okay, age variable. Okay, now here I'm going to write if age is either greater than or equal to 18. Okay, then simply I'll write down system.out.println. Okay, you can vote. Okay, you can vote, simple. Otherwise, if the age is neither greater than 18 or nor equal to 18, that means if the age is less than 18, in that case, I would like to throw an exception. Okay, based on this undesirable situation where the user inputs some age which is less than 18, then I want to throw an exception, guys. So for that, you can write a keyword known as throw keyword. Using the throw keyword, we can throw the objects of the exception classes. Throw new will create an object for the whatever the exception class. This particular exception class that I'm going to write can be a predefined exception class or user defined exception class. Here I'm going to write the predefined exception class, that is throw new invalid, one of the predefined exception class, invalid argument. I just would like to throw invalid argument exception here. Okay, and here provide circular brackets, invalid argument exception. Over the mouse on this, is any error coming here? I think I need to change it to some, okay, illegal argument is there. In change to invalid, invalid a application, illegal argument, guys. It's not invalid. The predefined exception class is illegal argument exception. Illegal argument. Okay, it's not invalid. Illegal argument exception is a predefined exception class in Java. And here I'm going to write your age is not eligible for voting. Okay, for voting. This is what is the exception I want to throw. If I run this program and if I enter a proper age, no problem will happen. If I give the age as 18, you see, you can vote will come. If I give the age as something like 25, okay, age is greater than 18, in that case also, you can vote will come. But what if I try to give the age which is less than 18, for example, if I give the age as something like 16 or 17, exception will come. Illegal argument exception. Your age is not eligible for voting. This particular message that I have written here is also coming. Okay, this is how using the throw keyword we can throw the our own exception, predefined exceptions. Okay, desired predefined exception based on some unwanted situation or this kind of age related unwanted conditions will occur in the Java programming. Okay, this is what we can do. And if you are still not satisfied, if you don't want to throw an exception like illegal argument exception, which is a predefined exception class in Java, but if you want to throw an exception of your own user defined exception class in Java, for that you can create a class, guys. Okay, exception class you can create. I'll simply name this as voting exception. My own user defined class extends. You have to extend this voting exception, whatever the user defined exception class that you want to create should extend. Okay, should extend exception class, which is a predefined class in Java. And once you do that, here you have to create a constructor, guys, public, and name of the constructor will be the name of the class name. And here provide the body for the constructor. Here receive the message, guys. Okay, receive the message that you want to print when you throw this particular exception. And here write down super of MSG. Super of MSG. What will happen when I say super of MSG? Okay, you see the constructor of the exception class will be called, where this particular message will be passed to this, and that particular message will be printed when this particular exception occurs. Here, instead of throwing an exception of a illegal argument exception, predefined exception class in Java, I'm going to throw new voting exception, throw new voting exception. Same thing, your age is not eligible for voting. I just want to print the same thing. But the type of the exception I'm going to throw is different, guys. Here you'll get a checked exception kind of message. Ignore the exception and right click, run as Java application. And here give the age as 18. No, you can vote will come. Give some bigger number, bigger age. Okay, greater than 18, some age like 35 you give. You can vote will come. Right click, run as Java application. Give some age like let's say 15. You see exception in thread main. Which type of exception is thrown? User defined exception class exception is thrown, and the message also, your age is not eligible for voting also has come here. Okay, this how in Java we can, okay, these are the ways in Java we can throw exceptions based on some situations or unwanted situations or unwanted conditions being occurred while running the Java programming. Either using the throw keyword, the different ways are, one of the ways to throw the exception of a predefined exception class. Okay, or you can throw the user defined exception class also. You can throw either predefined exception class you can throw, or user defined exception class, okay, object you can throw to throw exceptions. These are the different ways, either user defined or predefined exception classes we can throw, or the different ways of throwing exceptions in Java based on your situations, based on whatever you think as a developer. Okay, either you can throw the predefined exception classes, predefined exceptions you can throw, or you can throw the user defined exceptions if you want to create by your own. Okay, so hope guys, with practical demonstration you got the answer for this question. And if you want to take the screenshot of this, okay, if you want to take the code here, if you want to take this code to practice in your machine, okay, I'll just pause for a while. You can take the screenshot of this code and you can now practice. Once hoping that you have taken the screenshot, you can now use this screenshot to practice this program in your machine and to get more confident while answering the question in the interviews. Okay, so that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye bye. Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, find how many duplicate values are there in an array or an array list in Java. Let me answer this question with practical demonstration. In order to find, okay, how many duplicate values are there, okay, how many numbers got duplicated either in an array or array list, we have to use hash set to solve this problem. Okay, let me practically demonstrate how to find how many, that is the count of duplicate values that are there either in the array or array list with the help of the hash set in the Java programs. So with practical demonstration, you will be able to answer this question in a better way, or able to understand the answer for this question in a better way. Okay, so for that, I'll switch to this Eclipse IDE, and here I'll just go with some package. I'll just create a package otherwise, just for categorization. I'll just name this as arrays package, arrays package, arrays pack. Now here I'm going to create a class. I'm going to create a class, guys. Okay, so I'll just name this class as some sample one class. I can give any name for this class. Click on finish. With main method, I'm generating the class code and the main method. Inside this main method, first I'm going to create an array, guys. Okay, integer array AR is equal to, okay, I'll give the shortcut representation of the array in the curly braces, that is 9 comma 1 comma 5 comma 7 comma, okay, 3 comma 1 comma 2 comma again 9 8 6 comma 4 comma 2 comma 1 comma 3. Okay, like that I gave some random values. In that you can clearly see that 9 is duplicated here, 1 is duplicated multiple times, 3 is duplicated. So how many duplicate values are there? I just want to find out. Okay, I want to find out how many duplicate values are there, guys. Okay, to find the number of duplicate values here, what we can do is we can do one thing, that is here you create something known as asset. Okay, just create something known as asset in collections framework. Asset is equal to new asset. Okay, like this create an object for the new we have, right, new asset, and here you provide the generic type. Okay, over the mouse on this, import this from java.util package, and here mention which type of objects these are. Integer you just mentioned, because this particular things are integer type, so it's better to provide integer wrapper class type here. Now what you have to do here is you have to simply say int, okay, int count. Okay, so first of all, how many elements are there in this array? I'll just first of all write int count is equal to 0. Count is 0, guys. Okay, so how many duplicate count are there? Count is equal to 0 for now, and I'm going to write some logic like this. For I have to iterate through all these array elements. For int I is equal to 0, I less than ar dot length I plus plus, like this I'll write the logic. Okay, so this will iterate through all the elements of this array. For each and every element in the array, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write the logic like this. If, okay, if this hset dot add method, okay, so hset dot add, what I want to add into this, but hset doesn't have anything here. If I print it out here, system dot out dot println, if I print the hset, there will be 0 elements in this hset. Okay, this particular hset has 0 elements, but here I'm writing a logic, okay, to add the elements into this hset. Till now in the array we have the elements, but these elements are not there in the hset. So I'm writing the logic to add this particular array elements into the hset, okay, only when they are not duplicate of, okay, only the unique elements I want to add, duplicate elements I don't want to add. So here I'll simply write down hset dot either, you know, here I can write here like dot contains method. There is a one contains method, guys. Instead of add method, we have contains method. Hset dot contains method contains of, if this hset already contains ar of I, this array of index I, that is 9, is 9 already there in this hset? Is this 9 element integer value is already there in the hset? Hset has 0 elements at this moment. It doesn't have anything. So what will happen here, guys? If it contains means, it's a duplicate thing, right? If it's already contains, if this particular array element is already there in the hset, here 0 elements, how can a particular, here 9 is not there in this hset because hset has 0 elements, so there is no possibility of 9 here. So if it contains means, what I will do is I'll increment the value of count by 1. That is not going to happen for the first element anyhow. Count plus plus will not happen. Else what I will say is hset dot add of, okay, hset dot add of ar of I. I'll add this into the hset. Simple. I'll add this into the hset. Okay. Here we have to add to the hset because we have to see if this particular element is duplicated elsewhere. Okay. Now, once the moment I add this particular, you see in the first iteration, what will happen? It will take the value 9 here in this for loop. Okay. In the index 0, which element is there? 9 is there. Hset contains 9. No, 0 elements are there. It doesn't contain 9. So here it will add the 9 into the hset. Okay. Here 9 will be added. Just for sample, I'm writing here, guys. At this line, it will not add. It will add it here. So 9 will be, 9 is already there now. Okay. After the first iteration, 9 is already there into the, added to the hset. Now, again, the for loop, I plus plus will happen. I will become 1. I was 0. I will become 1. 1 less than, yeah, size of the array. We'll go inside that. Hset dot contains ar of 1. That is 1. Is 1 already there in the hset? Only 9 is there. 1 is not there. So here, it will go to the else block and it will add this 1 to the hset. It will add 1 to the hset. Okay. Till now count is 0 only, guys. Then it will take the next element 5 and check whether 5 is already there in the hset. You see only 9, 1 are there. 5 is not there. It will go to the else block and it will add 5 into the hset. Okay. Using the add method, it will add 5 into the hset. Then it will take the next element 7. 7. Is 7 already there in the hset? No, 7 is not there. 9, 1, 5 are there. 7 is not there. Again, 7 will be added. It will go to the else block and add the 7 here. Okay. Then it will take the next number 3. Is 3 there in the hset already? 9, 1, 5, 7 is there. 3 is not there. 3 also will be added here. Then it will take the next number 1. So 1 is there in the hset. Yes, 1 is already there in the hset. So it will return true and it will go to the count plus plus. It will not add into the hset, guys. It will say count plus plus only. The value of the count has become 1 now. Okay, how many duplicate elements are there in this array? 1 duplicate element so far. Okay, so for 1, it is not added to the hash set, rather it has incremented the value of the count by 1. Okay, we got 1 as the count. Then after that, it will take the next element 2. Is 2 already there in the hash set? 91573, it's not there, so 2 will be added here by going to the else block. Then it will go to the 9 here. Is 9 already there in the hash set? Yes, 9 is already there. So it will, the condition will become true and it will say count plus plus, so count will become 2. Okay, 2 duplicate elements so far in the arrays. Okay, then it will take the next one, 8. Is 8 already there? Not there, so 8 will be added. Then is 6 already there? 6 is not there, so 6 will be added. Is 4 already there? 4 is not there, so 4 will be added here. Then is 2 already there? Yes, 2 is already there, guys. So count plus plus, count will become 3 here. Okay, is 1 already there? Yes, 1 is already there. Go to this if block and it will become 4. Is 3 already there? Yes, 3 is already there. Count, it will go to the if block and count will become 5. Okay, finally all the elements of the array are completed. So how many duplicate elements are there? I can print it out here. Okay, this is a program for writing or counting. Okay, duplicate values in array are, okay, count of duplicate values in array are plus count. Okay, just write like this and run the code here and you'll get the output, guys. Right click, run as Java application. You'll get the count as 5. Count of the duplicate values in the array. You see 0 elements are there when I'm printing here, right? When I'm printing into the asset, 0 elements were there. That just to prove that I printed that, but it's not required in program. Okay, I just comment this out. Okay, so how many duplicate elements are there? 5 are there. Okay, total 5 duplicate elements are there. Remaining all are unique elements. Okay, these are the unique elements. These unique elements for plus 5 duplicate elements. Okay, these are the unique elements plus 5 duplicate elements. Okay, that duplicate elements are not added to the hash set. Okay, the duplicate elements, only these elements are got added to the hash set. Out of all these elements, these are the elements that got added. Duplicate elements are not added here. But how many duplicate values are there apart from the unique elements that can be added to the hash set? How many extra duplicate elements are there? That 5. Okay, that is the output we got. So here, this particular thing can be an array or it can be an array list. Okay, if in case of array list, what we can do, if it is an array list, for example, array list, a list is equal to, okay, if you get a question in the interview like how to find the duplicate elements in the array list, okay, there's not much difference, guys. Here you have to write integer here, okay, here also just write like this and hover the mouse on this and import this array list from java.detail package, and here a list dot add of, there's a method, guys, okay, that we can add a list dot add all. Okay, add all of some kind of method will be there here. By using this, we can add or, okay, add all we can say. So new, what is that actually? I have to write something like this, guys. Okay, I have to convert this into the array list and a list dot add all of new of. So if I write arrays dot to list, convert this into list or something, guys. Okay, there's some kind of method here, arrays dot as list or something, dot as list of, we can write down AR, for example. Okay, AR cannot be resolved to a variable. I don't think we can write it here, how to use add all method. Okay, just it will make the code look small, but let's add like this, guys. Add of, okay, instead of shortcut format, right, I'll add like this. Okay, this is another way of adding. Alias dot add of, alias dot add of 1, alias dot add of, then 5, alias dot add of 7. Okay, alias dot add of 3. Like this, in the array list, the elements will be there. If you want to find the duplicate number of duplicate elements in this array list, okay, but the way of adding here is like this, and we have a shortcut way also, but I forgot that actually. I did that earlier, but I forgot somehow. So 9, but this is the general way that people follow, so there is no harm in doing like this. Alias dot add of 6. You see all these elements I am adding. Okay, simple. Alias dot add of 4. If it is not array, if it is array list, you have to add like this, guys. Alias dot add of 2. Then alias dot add of then what is that, 1. Okay, then alias dot add of 3. Like this, all the elements I have added to the array list. Now instead of passing here, instead of saying for int I is equal to 0, I less than ar dot length and all, right? Okay, so you can also do array list dot. Okay, instead of this, you can use for each loop, or you can say dot size here. Okay, otherwise, what I can do here is I'll just comment this out. For arrays, this is a code. For array list, I'll write for each loop. Okay, I can write for each loop or whatever. Here also you can, it's better to use, here also I'll do one thing. Either for loop or for each loop, anything you can use. With arrays also you can use for each loop, guys. For array list also you can use for each loop. For this, I'll use for each loop. For each and every element in the array list is integer. So integer e colon a list. A list is the object reference of the array list. For each and every element in the array list, write this logic, guys. Write this logic. So uncomment this one. That's it. And here write down, in place of this AR of I, you just provide E, guys. That will be enough, more than enough. Okay. Hasset dot contains of E. Okay. Count plus plus. Otherwise, add this element into the hasset. Add this particular element into the, for each and every element we are iterating and doing that. So this same logic we can write it here also for arrays also. Instead of using this kind of for loop, we can use a for each loop also with arrays. That's okay. But let me run this code and see whether the count of the duplicate values. Here I'll comment this out and write down this area, this particular thing here. Count of duplicate values in array list are count. Okay, run this code, right click, run as Java application. You see, count of duplicate values in the array list are 5. Again, the same output you got, because the same list of values added into the array list also. Either with arrays or array list, you will get the same kind of logic you have to write, guys. I'll just reduce this size, but ultimately, if I reduce the size, you cannot see the code properly. Just try to increase as much as possible. Okay, this is a main method. At least if you can see the main method, that's okay. You can take a screenshot of this code, guys. You can take the screenshot of this code. I'll pass it for a while and practice in your machine. Hope that you have taken the screenshot of this particular code that you have to write to find how many duplicate values are there in the arrays or array list. Okay, so with practical demonstration, I've answered this question for you. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello all. Welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, how to convert an array to string in Java. Let me answer this question with practical demonstration. In order to convert an array to a string and then print in Java, we have to use a predefined class in Java known as arrays class, and using that predefined class known as arrays class, we have to call a predefined static method known as toString method, to which we have to pass the array. Then array will be converted to string, and that string can be printed in the output console using the println statement. So let me explain this in a practical way so that you'll be able to understand the answer for this question in a better way. For that, I'll switch to this Eclipse IDE and here create a new class, new package. Otherwise, I'll just name this as arrays pack. Already it is there here. Already arrays pack is there here. I'll just create a new class here, and I'll just create a new class and just create this sample2 with main method. I'll create. Okay, with main method, I'll create the sample2 class. Inside the sample2 class, I'll just increase this font so that you can see. I have created a class. Inside the class, I created a main method. Inside the class, I created a main method. Okay, inside this main method, I'm going to create an array, integer array, AR is equal to, okay, I'll just give enter some values into this array. That is 9, 5, 1, 7, 6, 2, 3, 8, 4. Okay, like that, I'll give some values. Now, if I want to print this particular array, for example, if I directly want to print this array, the array elements will not be printed in the output console. This is most of the people face a problem like this. They think that if they directly print the name of the array here, they think that these particular elements will be printed in the output console, but that is not going to happen. Right click, run as Java application, and see that in the output, you will not see the array elements printed. What got printed, guys? Array elements have not been printed. The object, the hash code of the object of this particular array got printed. What if you really want the array elements to be printed? Okay, when you print the object reference, it's printing the object hash code of the object to which this object reference is referring to. Okay, it's the array is getting printed, but it is the hash code of the array object, okay, to which the object reference is referring to is getting printed. What if you really want this particular array to be printed? It should not be printing like this, guys, okay? Rather, you have to first convert this array into string, okay? To this particular println statement, you have to pass the string version of this array. First, you have to convert this array to string. To convert the array to string, we have to use a predefined class in Java known as arrays class, and dot call a predefined method known as toString method, to which you have to pass the integer array or whatever the array that you want to convert into the array, string format. Okay, copy this and paste it here, the name of the array that you want to convert into string format, and this toString method will convert this array into the string type. Okay, string SAR, let's say string SAR. Okay, string format converted array. Now you write down system.out.println SAR. Okay, by using this toString predefined static method of the arrays class, if you print this, okay, what will happen? It will print the string format converted array. You see, now you got the correct output. All the elements of the array got printed here. Okay, so directly by printing the array, the object hash code of the object to which the object reference of the array is referring to will be printed. But when you convert the array into the string format using the arrays.toString method and printing the string converted array in the println statement, the actual elements of the array will get printed. Whenever you have to print an array, better to follow this kind of process rather directly printing out, convert that into a string formatted array. Okay, convert that array into string format and then print it out. You can directly write arrays.toString of AR inside the print statement. You don't have to store into this and then print. That is also possible. Okay, it's up to you. So with practical demonstration, I've explained how to use arrays.toString method to convert an array to string in Java. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello all. Welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, explain the features of Java. There are several features of Java because of which Java has become one of the popular or most popular programming languages that are there in the market. So let me explain these features of Java one by one. So here are the list of the features: simple, object-oriented, platform-independent, automatic memory management, that is garbage collection, secured, robust, multi-threaded, high performance, interpreted, architecture neutral, distributed, dynamic, and extensive standard library. Okay, so these are the high-level features of Java. There may be other features also, but these are the major features of Java. And starting with the most important features, that is simple. Java is a simple language, guys. Okay, it's designed to be easy to learn. Okay, while the developers are developing the Java programming language for developers, okay, for programmers, okay, they made sure that Java should be easy to learn for them. Okay, if you are coming from the backgrounds of C++, you can easily feel that Java is a very easy language, guys. Okay, only thing that you have to know is basic concepts of OOPS, that is object-oriented programming concepts you have to know for you guys to feel that Java is a easy to master kind of stuff. Java is very easy to learn, guys. and kind of complex things that are there in other programming languages like C, C++, right? A lot of ambiguous concepts are there in the older programming languages like C, C++, such as pointers, operator overloading. Okay, such kind of complex and ambiguous concepts of older programming languages and C, C++ are resolved or not there in Java programming language. Java only has equipped the important concepts, okay, that are required for the developers by eliminating the confusing concepts or complex concepts, okay. And if you simply know the concepts or knowledge of basic knowledge of OOPS concept, then you can easily learn Java, guys. Java is very easy to learn when compared to the older programming languages like C, C++. Now, the second thing about the second feature of the Java programming language is Java is object oriented. What is object oriented? Before understanding what is object oriented, you have to understand what is an object. Object is a representation of a real world entity in programming. Okay, what is an example of a real world entity? Anything that you see in this real world, like, it can be a box, it can be a table, it can be a headphone, it can be a mouse, it can be a letter, it can be a mobile phone, it can be a pen. Anything that you see in this real world can be represented in programming, can be used in programming with the help of by representing that as objects in the programming. Okay, in the Java programming, all these real world entities that you see in the real world, coming to car, bike, bicycle, okay, building, road, trees, anything can be represented in Java programming, guys, in the form of objects. So that's why Java is called as an object-oriented programming language. So what are the main OOPS concepts or object-oriented concepts, okay, that are there in Java? Here are the list of the object-oriented concepts that are there in Java. So important object, there may be other things also, but these are the important object-oriented concepts we have in Java, like object, class, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction. These are the important object-oriented concepts that are followed by the Java programming language. Hence, Java is a object-oriented programming language. Okay. Next thing is Java is platform independent. It's also very important, guys, platform independent. Okay, so Java got a lot of popularity because of this platform independent nature. Why? Because you can write the code in Windows machine and give that code to your friend or colleague who is actually using Mac machine, and your friend don't have to rewrite the Java code that you have written. Rather, by just copy pasting your code, your friend can run the same code that is created in Windows machine in the Mac machine instantly, okay, without doing any conversion or anything. Your friend will be able to do. How that is possible? Because Java is a platform independent programming language. That's why it is possible. How platform independent feature is possible in Java? To understand that, there's a concept known as compiling in Java. Okay, whenever you write your code in Java, okay, there is a Java compiler. When you download Java, along with Java, you'll get a Java compiler. You don't have to separately download the Java compiler. When you download and install Java in your machine, you will get a Java compiler. What that Java compiler will do? It will convert your programming, whatever the Java code that have you written in the plain English, right? That will be converted to, okay, byte code. Some kind of byte code that a component of Java known as JVM can understand. Who is going to run the Java programs? JVM. How? What JVM is going to do? JVM responsibility is that it can understand the byte code that is generated by the compiler of Java. And JVM is also another component of Java which comes by default when you download the Java in your machine. Okay, you don't have to download the JVM separately. Either you download the JRE version of the Java or JDK version of the Java. Along with that, you will get JVM also. You don't have to download or install it separately. This JVM converts this bytecode generated by the compiler into machine level code that your computer machine can understand. Okay, if you have installed Java in your machine, along with Java, you got a JVM in your Windows machine, let's say. Okay, that JVM will understand the bytecode generated by the Java compiler, okay, and that bytecode will be converted into the machine level code like 0, 1s, 1, 0, like that kind of format by JVM, okay, according to your machine. And similarly, when your friend or colleague installs Java in his or her Mac machine or Linux machine, There also JVM related to that particular Mac machine or Linux machine will be installed or automatically installed with the Java. Okay. And what that particular JVMs will do, whether the code is written in your machine or in their machine, doesn't matter. You can write anywhere and run the code anywhere, because ultimately Java compiler will convert your code into the bytecode. That bytecode need to be converted into the machine level code by the JVM of that particular machine. So JVM will make your Java platform independent, because when you install Java in Windows machine, JVM related to Windows machine will be installed. When you install Java in Mac machine, JVM related to your Mac machine will be installed. When you install Java in your Linux machine, JVM which is related to the Linux machine will be installed in your machine. And it's very smart that it can understand the bytecode and convert that bytecode, universal bytecode, into the machine level code according to the machine that you have installed Java or JVM in. Okay. So that's how Java became platform independent. You don't have to rewrite the code in all the different operating systems, right? One place and run it everywhere is a concept of Java. Hence, Java is a platform independent programming language. The next feature of Java is automatic memory management. Okay. Garbage collection. With the help of this garbage collection mechanism in Java, Java has this feature of automatic memory management. Garbage collection or garbage collector program or kind of logic in Java software will automatically manage the memory for you. Okay, let's say when you have written the program, and once the program usage is done, you created some objects, and once the usage of the objects are done, and if the objects are not in use anymore, then the memory that is allocated to these resources like objects, etc., in the Java programming will still be consuming the memory, right? So for that reason, Java has introduced something known as garbage collection or garbage collector, whatever you can call. This garbage collector, it's a kind of algorithm which it's always busy in finding the kind of resources which are utilized in Java and no more being utilized. Okay, they are leaking some memory, or memory, they got memory allocated, but that memory is no more in use by these objects or resources. Such kind of things, this garbage collector or garbage collection mechanism in Java will automatically find, okay, and will deallocate that memory, will release the memory, so that newly written Java programs or newly created resources in the Java program can utilize such kind of memory. So effective utilization of the memory is possible with the help of the garbage collection mechanism, and it also reduces the headache for the developers, because every time while the developers will focus on the code, logic and all, they forget to release the resources. Okay, Java makes that easy for the developers. Why? Because they don't have to specially go and deallocate the memory. Rather, if they forget also, okay, they will follow some good practices, developers, of course. But apart from the good practices, okay, they will leave the deallocation of the memory to the garbage collector mechanism, so that Java garbage collector mechanism will automatically deallocate the memory. Okay, so by doing that, okay, memory management is successful. At the same time, the efforts that developers have to put in deallocating the memory also will get reduced, and developers can focus more on writing the code rather than focusing on more about how to manage the memory. Okay, so this is another good or important feature of the Java, I can say. Then Java is secure. Next feature of the Java is secured programming language, guys. Okay, see, whatever the programs you write, right? Okay, they run inside. Whatever the programs you write in Java programming language, that programs will run inside JVM, which acts as a sandbox, a separate place, you can say. Okay, a separated place where all the security features are taken care of. Okay, in that security place known as sandbox, kind of a separate entity, a place will be there where Java will run the programs. Okay, so that area we generally call it as a sandbox box. Okay, Java programs runs inside the JVM, Java virtual machine. Okay, Java virtual machine is something which runs, or inside the JVM the Java program runs. That's okay. It acts like a sandbox which follows all the security policies, features of Java. Okay, it has already the policies of Java, security features of Java included in that JVM sandbox. So we don't have to worry about the security much. Along with that, it also has the features like bytecode verification. Okay, you see, Java compiler will convert the Java programming language written in English into the bytecode. During that bytecode process, and while the JVM will take this bytecode and convert into machine level language. During this process, guys, that bytecode verification will be done so that there are no possibility of security problems. Okay, so like hackers trying to inject some code into your machine and all can be rectified there, because while JVM is running the Java code, okay, it makes sure that the bytecode is verified. Then only it will convert into the required machine level code by checking the security things. Okay, the proper bytecode, which is very secured one, will be converted into the machine level code by JVM in order to run the programs, Java programs in your machine. So, and we also have some kind of mechanisms like exception handling mechanisms, garbage collection mechanisms, okay, which actually make the Java code very secured, okay, very secured, so that the memory management unnecessarily, a kind of security features will be hacked when unnecessarily some unwanted memory will be pumped into the environment, and memory allocation will become more, and because of that programs will run slower, and the performance of the software that is being developed will get down. All these kind of problems will not be there, because Java will take care of the automatic memory management, where deallocation of the memory will happen automatically. And while writing the code also, no security vulnerabilities will be allowed, because the bytecode will be properly verified before running on the machines, etc. All this, because of all these features, right? Java is kind of secured in nature. Okay. The next feature we have in Java is robust. Strong. Robust means very strong. Okay. Strong. Why Java is very strong? Because in Java, we have something known as Java compilers. Okay. Before you run the program itself, in other programming languages in the olden days and all, what used to happen is when you run the code only, you used to get the errors. Okay. Before you run the code itself, if there is something that can compile and let you know that there are some errors in your programs, there are some mistakes in your programs, your program is not following some rules and regulations. Beforehand only, before running the code only, okay, Java is finding out that by compiling the code with the help of Java compilers. So Java compilers in Java can detect many problems that would first show up during the execution time in other languages. Okay, but in Java, because of the Java compiler, the problems that are there in the code will be identified a way earlier, because of which Java becomes a robust programming language. And also, why it's not just only one reason why Java is robust, there may be several reasons. There are several reasons why all the features that we have discussed also make the Java kind of robust. It has strong memory management, that is a garbage collector or garbage collection mechanism, and there are no pointers concepts in C language or C++. We used to have these pointers concepts that are not there in Java. Okay, and automatic memory management or strong memory management using our automatic garbage collection mechanism. Exception handling mechanism is there. When users are using your software, unexpectedly, in place of entering a number, if the user has entered some text, let's say, Java has a capability to give a message back to the user saying that you have to enter a number. Okay, and the program will not halt or stop. The execution will continue. The software will keep running despite of the problems, because there is a concept known as exception handling, because of which such kind of unexpected conditions can be faced by Java in a proper way, and a proper alternative solutions can be given, and because of which Java program becomes a robust language. And type checking mechanism, which is nothing but Java compiling, finding the errors in the code way before you run the code, etc. Okay, makes the Java kind of robust. And there may be other things that will make the Java robust, but these are the important ones. Now, the next feature of the Java is a multi-threaded programming language. When you write the Java code, it's not like only one task will be executed. Rather, you can create multiple tasks simultaneously at the same time. Java can run multiple tasks. Okay, at the same time, Java can run multiple tasks. It's multitasked kind of stuff. While it is doing something, it can do something also by running the Java program. So multi-threaded. Java supports multi-threaded programming, which allows you to write the programs that can perform many tasks simultaneously, means at the same time. At the same time, multiple tasks can be performed by the Java programs. So Java is maybe this is actually another important feature of Java. And other thing is high performance. Okay, Java doesn't compromise about the performance, guys. How the performance will come into picture when you write the Java code and run the Java code? How fast the Java code is running is nothing but the performance of the Java. The performance of the Java is very good because of something known as, there is some component known as JIT, okay, JIT. In JVM, we have an interpreter and just-in-time compiler. JIT means just-in-time compiler, okay. So with the help of these two things, and mainly the just-in-time compiler, right? This just-in-time compiler, while the JVM converts the bytecode into the machine level code, how fast it is able to convert the bytecode into the machine level code. Okay, this is because of the fasterness is dependent on this just-in-time compiler, because it identifies the patterns in the bytecode and it will take a good amount of pattern and then convert that into the bytecode, convert into the machine level code very fastly, and remaining all the stuff that JIT compiler cannot immediately or fasterly convert, right? Interpreter also will do its work simultaneously to convert that bytecode into the machine level code. This actually enhances the performance of the running of the Java code in a faster way. JIT compilers translate Java bytecode into machine code at runtime. Okay, JIT compilers translate Java bytecode into machine level code at runtime in a faster way, because of which high performance feature of the Java is possible. Then interpreted. Java is an interpreted programming language where we have Java bytecode will be converted or translated to the native machine instructions like zeros and machine level code like zeros and ones on the fly, and is not stored anywhere directly. Okay, it will take the bytecode and convert into machine level code. Okay, according to your machines. To instruct your machines, the machine level code is required like zeros and ones. Otherwise, your machine will not understand. So the interpreted Java is an interpreted language. Along with the JIT compiler, we also have the interpreted. Okay, interpreter. So even JIT compiler interpreting, along with that, everything, the bytecode will be converted into the machine level code on the fly. Then architecture neutral. Okay, these are the some other additional, guys. Whatever I'm explaining here are some other extra things. Okay, whatever I covered so far, simple, object-oriented, platform-independent, automatic memory management, that is garbage collection, secure, robust, multi-threaded, high performance are important. Okay, if you can answer till here, this is more than enough. But if you remember, if you have good memory and you can answer even more stuff, then you can answer this interpreted as part of other features of other important, apart from these important features of Java. You want to explain other features of Java, you can say Java is interpreted. Java is architecture neutral. The compiler generates, okay, the compiler generates an architecture neutral object file format, which makes the compiled code executed on many processors. Okay, JVM has to convert this bytecode generated by the compilers into the machine level code, right? Okay, while the JVM, okay, while the JVM has to get this bytecode and convert it into the machine level code, whatever the bytecode that is generated by the compiler is architecture neutral. That means it's a bytecode is generated in a so sophisticated way that in any machine, if you take, in any computer machine you take, if it is using any type of processor, many type of processors, okay, the JVM will be able to easily understand the bytecode and convert it into that, because the bytecode generated by the compiler is in architecture neutral object file format. So it is very easy for the JVM to understand that bytecode and convert it into machine level code with the help of interpreter and the JIT. The next feature of the Java, next additional feature of the Java is the distributed. Java is distributed. Okay, Java is well suited for distributed computing. There's a concept known as distributed computing, where a software can work with multiple machines, okay, which involves multiple computers working together to achieve a common goal. Okay, instead of using a single machine for running a software, if you are using multiple machines to take the advantage of the software, okay, we generally use a distributed computing environment, where Java is well suited for that. Okay, when multiple computers need to be involved in running the software, such kind of softwares which run on multiple machines to work together to enhance the functionality of the software or speed of the software or whatever it is. Okay, Java supports that. Java supports distributed computing. Okay, for the softwares which need to run on multiple computers working together, such kind of softwares can be easily developed by Java. That's why Java is distributed also. Okay, then Java is dynamic, guys. Next feature of Java is dynamic in nature. Java is considered as dynamic programming language due to several of its features. A lot of features are there in Java which makes the Java a kind of dynamic. Okay, that I enable it to adapt to an evolving environment at runtime. Okay, if Java is not dynamic, right, the kind of real-time environments at runtime, okay, may not be interested in Java because Java is kind of dynamic in nature. So some examples of dynamic nature of Java I'll give you here. That is dynamic class loading. Java loads the classes dynamically and runs them. Okay, JVM of the Java will load the classes dynamically. Okay, dynamically whenever it is required, whenever it is required to run only, Java JVM component of Java will go and load the class into the memory and run it. Okay, if it is not required, it will not load and run. Whenever it is required only, JVM component of Java will go and pick that particular Java program, load into the memory and run it. Okay, that is not nothing but dynamic class loading. It has many benefits, right? Because of dynamic class loading. Then other one is dynamic compilation. With the help of JIT compiler, I told you, right? Dynamic compilation in JVM, we have a component known as JIT compiler. Along with the interpreter we have in the JVM, we also have the JIT compiler, which actually identify the patterns of the bytecode and fasterly convert that bytecode in patterns of the bytecode into the machine level code. The next one is the garbage collection, guys. Okay, automatic memory management. This is also in a dynamic nature. Okay, automatic memory management, garbage collector or garbage collection mechanism in Java automatically goes and deallocates the memory in a dynamic manner. And there may be many other features, guys, which makes the Java kind of dynamic. Okay, so these are the important ones. Then finally, to end this session, the last feature or last additional feature of Java that you can mention if you remember is extensive standard library. Java has everything you want. Whatever the developers want to develop, for everything the API library is ready, guys. You don't have to reinvent the wheel or write some complex programs, to make something done. All these things are already part of the library of Java. So depending on your different usages of writing the Java programs, you can utilize predefined methods, classes, interfaces, predefined variables of these classes, predefined variables and methods of these classes and interfaces of Java as API library you can use, which is very extensive to solve a lot of problems in the real world. Okay, so Java is having an extensive standard library. Okay, which makes it, which has a rich set of APIs and very powerful library, guys. Okay, and which provides many, because of this rich API library, many functionalities are ready to use in applications to develop the applications without any compromise. So these are the different features we have in Java, guys, starting from simple, object-oriented, platform-independent, automatic memory management, secure, robust, multi-threaded, high performance. These are the additional ones like interpreted, architecture, neutral, distributed, dynamic, and extensive library. Whatever the features of Java you remember, as many as possible. If you can answer in the interviews by remembering them, okay, your knowledge of Java can be tested by the interviewers, and interviewers will definitely get satisfied if you remember more of them. Okay. So, okay, so you got the answer for this question. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.